Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Shook Unscripted, and I am super excited. It's been a while since we've done one of these unscripted style videos. Today's video will be a rant style unscripted moment. We're going to be talking about Foodie Beauty. She continues to lose it on her community tab and in her live stream. We'll discuss the drama that has been going on, this situation that she just can't seem to let go. Her situation continues to get worse and worse, and I think she's getting very upset. Is there trouble in paradise between her and Salah? Last we checked in, she had actually quit social media. She was looking for a different platform, but spoiler alert, that did not last for very long. I do wonder what's going through her head, just some sort of impulsive moment, or like I said in my live stream, was this just one of those situations where she wanted to garner some attention while she was traveling from Thailand to Kuwait? She wouldn't be able to put out any content, so to get people talking, even though she says she doesn't want people talking about her, this seemed like that kind of situation. As far as I can tell, my theory was correct. We will also discuss her latest rage stream, which has actually enraged a lot of people. It was really bad. I'm filming this part on Friday. I filmed the rest of the video on Thursday, but I did have some plans that kind of took up my evening and didn't get around to finishing this one. So I hope you guys still enjoy. We cover pretty much everything from this week. She is really losing it and continues to be the architect of her own demise. Also, say hi to Chucky. Let me know in the comments if you guys remember Chucky. It doesn't really fit on the shelf, but I love this fall holiday tree. Check out my Amazon store in the description if you want to get your own Chucky. It is an affiliate link. Let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? All right, you guys, welcome back to our Shantopolis World Update. I actually filmed this video. This is the third time that I have filmed it, but there was something wrong with it every single time. So third time's the charm, right? And every day we get more drama. Last we checked in with Foodie Beauty, she had actually quit YouTube, right? And her statement was, hey guys, I have an announcement. I will be taking a break to try to find some new platforms. But many people had said, where is she going to go? She's no longer allowed on Patreon because the last time that she was there, she didn't provide what she said that she was going to provide. But of course, her quitting social media did not last for very long. She returned with this community tab. Hey guys, so I've had some time to think, and I just want to say how appreciative I am. And I do appreciate those that watch the content we make. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. Well, you surely did. I mean, when you are asking for people to pay for memberships, you don't just up and quit. And she has done this, what, 3 or 4 times just in 2023. And it's a really bad business decision. She ends that by saying, I'll just be patient because YT has already demonetized a few quote unquote reaction channels. But just know if you are one of these channels, you majorly suck for stealing the content of others. So she has been very hung up on the fact that people are, quote, stealing her content. When others do a reaction video to her videos, that is not stealing content. I think that she even sees commentary videos like this one as stealing her content, even though it's not even really used. She just doesn't like people talking about her, but if people weren't talking about her, I think that she would fade into oblivion. So she should be grateful. I've also noticed that she has been tiptoeing around the TOS. In her latest mukbang videos, she has to clarify that this is mindful. When she does these videos eating in front of the camera, it makes her more mindful, and it's definitely not a bees. I do wonder if this is going to affect her. As far as I know, I don't think it's going to affect her, but you just never know. Her first video back was very strange and very creepy. It was actually called Stay on the Line, and it was a parody slash comedy skit about a woman calling 911 because her husband was unaliving. Is it a stretch to say that this had something to do with Salah? There's trouble in paradise over there? I don't know. You guys be the judge. I think that when she quits YouTube, it's because she is manipulating Salah. They had some sort of fight. and she says, I'm going to take away our primary source of income. I'm going to take away this new life that I've built up for you. I would rather live in that studio than in a beachside condo with Foodie. I also wonder about the car because supposedly they have a much nicer car. Allah Shabib actually said that they sold that car, so I don't really know if they have it or not. We haven't seen them in it. In regards to the parody skit, I think that her idea here is that she will make content that is so bad that people don't want to react to it. And that's exactly what this video right here is. Before we get into discussing her brand new live stream, I want to talk about this community tab post very quickly. She is talking about this picture that FFG actually posted, French Fried Girl posted on X. It's a picture of BBJ, and Chantal has convinced herself that BBJ looks emaciated and that FFG is starving her, and she calls people zombies and says that BBJ is wasting away and that is animal abuse. We don't forget what you put BBJ through. And I think at this point, it's time for Chantal to let this go because nobody's on her side. Even the people that don't like FFG know that this situation was not a good one. And there were times where she admitted that her mental health was so bad, and that's why she neglected this cat. So which is it? I don't think that mental health is an excuse for that, but she has admitted to that. Now she's trying to rewrite history and say that everything was fine when she was with BBJ. At the end of the community tab, she tells her audience to call animal control on FFG. I don't think that they have made contact with her because I haven't heard anything about that, but that could happen. They don't know this situation over at animal control. Chantal actually puts, I believe, the name of the street that FFG, I guess, used to live on. Is that doxing? I'm not totally sure because she doesn't live there anymore. It seems pretty darn close. Chantal actually made her formal return in a live stream called There's No Place Like Home. And as you would expect, she is actually back in Kuwait. It's her first live stream. She's sitting on that famous blue couch and she's eating. Did you expect anything else? No. Chantal begins by saying that there is no hope for her to return to Canada. We have heard this so many times. I believe that there is a little bit of hope for Canada because there might come a time where she has no choice, but she hates the West and everything that it stands for. She doesn't even believe in democracy anymore. Okay, I made that last part up. I do think that the West has become a scapegoat for her. Instead of taking accountability for her own issues, she basically just blames the West, and that's why she was the way she was. Well, why are you still the way that you were? It would seem as though Chantal is most happy to be back in Kuwait because she has access to cheap food and larger portions for the price. More so than seeing her animals, she's just happy to have access to halal fast food because over in Thailand and in Canada, you don't know whether or not the fast food is halal. But in Kuwait, they make sure because the Muslim population is so high that everything that they sell is clearly marked halal. I remember in Canada, she was eating Burger King that was not halal, and she didn't seem to really care until an audience member actually pointed it out, and then she had to pretend like she cares. Chantal assured us that this won't be the only content that she's making. Her sitting on the blue couch or sitting on that spot on the floor, right, eating, is not going to be the only content that she puts out. Yeah, she might put out some other content, but the majority, 80%, 80 to 90%, will be her sitting on that floor. This is my speculation. Eating junk food, eating fast food. There might come a time where she does a weight loss journey. That's what I'm hoping for. Are we going to get that weight loss journey? Because she was supposed to do that in July, and that would have made this trip to Thailand so much easier for her, but it doesn't happen overnight, does it? For some reason, Chantal calls out 911 operators, and she says that they are rude. They don't ask a question without a specific purpose. What's wrong with her? I would say that most of this live stream was her talking about FFG. She continues to talk about the cat situations. This was all sparked by that picture that FFG posted on Twitter. Now she is claiming again that she is starving the cat. Honestly, seeing her kissing and hugging Julia, it makes my stomach turn. Chantal says that FFG made claims about the cat that caused her to lose support, basically insinuating that these were slanderous claims. I would counter that by saying we actually saw paperwork from FFG's vet, the vet that she took BBJ to, that confirmed that this cat was mistreated. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I believe a vet, especially over Foodie Beauty. I mean, everything will be under a microscope of suspicion. She goes on and on and on about FFG and that cat. And one particular moment of interest is her defending the fact that she continues to call FFG a goblin, right? And people have told her so many times that this is extremely anti-Semitic. She Google searched goblin and it didn't say anything about that. Well, you have to search goblin and anti-Semitism, right? I didn't know that it was anti-Semitic when she initially started saying it, which she's been saying that for years now. But upon further research, I found that there is a long history, and this is actually very, very anti-Semitic. And for some reason, she won't stop using it. And that just tells me that she must hold these beliefs, or else she would stop. While at the same time, she insists that FFG is Islamophobic. She goes on to throw another shot at Just Breezin today. I feel like the two people that she doesn't like the most is probably FFG and Just Breezing today. In case you guys missed it, Just Breezin was actually demonetized for reused content, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure that it was because she would post like short videos on YouTube, like shorts of other people's content without commentary. And YouTube is like really trying to push their shorts right now. That's where like most of their focus is. As soon as she got back to Kuwait, she started posting pictures of Julia and Howie the hamster, just to assure people that they are still alive and well. Why don't you talk about something relevant instead of how much rice someone eats or what their visa status is? Boring lives much. These latest community tabs, she continues to go off. Clearly, there is something in her personal life that is bugging her. I think that she should just fire up a live stream and let it all out. I mean, remember that time a couple of months back where she was actually talking about a reaction channel's daughters and saying very, very nasty, negative things? It seems that she lets all of this build up and then it gets on a live stream and explodes. Versus before she was with Salah, I think that Salah has kind of laid some ground rules for her. She would just come on and rage like every single day if she had to, right? But now she can't do that for whatever reason. She continues to rewrite history, and we will continue to push back on these narratives because they're just not true. In the end, Chantal doesn't really need anyone to come on and expose her because we already know the kind of person that she is. She exposes herself every day on these live streams, in these community tabs. What's going on? Is there trouble in paradise? I do think that she manipulated Salah with the quitting YouTube. And what are Salah's intentions? Does he want to go back to Canada? Chantal continues to go on and on about how FFG will get her karma. Just Breezin got her karma by being demonetized, and that Salah was actually her good karma for putting up with Natter. I believe that she is living in her karma right now. It's a perspective that I have had for a while. I guess it just depends how you look at it. In my belief, it's only a matter of time before this house of cards collapses. And I do worry most about the animals. What will happen if there is trouble in paradise? What will become of Julia and Howie the hamster? That's the only thing I'm I'm worried about. All right, you guys, the moment you've all been waiting for the last part of the video, we are going to go ahead and discuss Foodie's latest live stream, which was actually a rage stream, and it has since been deleted. Funnily enough, during the video, she actually said that she wasn't afraid of being canceled and that she was going to speak her mind, but she ended up deleting it in the end, which she hasn't really been deleting many videos or live streams lately. That used to be a common theme on her channel. Whenever she goes over the line, she usually does end up deleting it, even though she says during the video that she's not going to. She does anyway. So during this live stream, she says that she's not going to discuss drama in the beginning. She's just going to focus on her Beezers. It quickly goes off the tracks and she begins raging, and she's very mad. Somebody brings up Julia and they say that her fur is matted. She posted a picture on her community tab, right? Chantal says that that's just her fur and she does take her to the vet. I wonder why she takes Julia to the vet, but she never took BBJ to the vet. Chantal doesn't believe FFG's vet, right? Because the vet is the proof that we have that Foodie actually neglected BBJ. Solid proof that it's hard to say like this person's lying. I mean, they're a medical professional, but Chantal, of course, doesn't believe them. She begins raging and it gets ugly. She says that everybody is provoking her. She looks so much better than FFG. She is tired of being called a bad Muslim and asks the question, is she a good Jewish woman? She fires back at the many conspiracy theories about her maybe not being able to get back in Kuwait, and she gloats that she is back in Kuwait and nothing went wrong. She starts cursing a lot. She's no longer going to be the old Chantal anymore. What does that mean? This looks like the old Chantal to me, but here's the difference. She's sober. Does that make it worse? Chantal makes some bold claims during the live stream, at one point saying that FFG's viewers are just her old supporters, but I don't really see it like that. I think they're people that have been watching Chantal for a long time. I'm not sure if they were ever supporters. I know a lot of people were supporters of Amber Lynn back in the day and turned into critics, but I would say that most people were introduced to Foodie from a reaction channel or a critical commentary video, and they were never supporters. At least that's the case for me. When I started watching Foodie, it was not because I was a supporter. Chantal says that she is never going to take her hijab off. Like, even if she leaves Salah, she is still going to be a Muslim. People believe lies about her, and every woman at the fashion show was prettier than FFG. When she was in Canada, people kept telling her to change, right? But now they want the old Chantal back. So which is it? I guess people thought that that time was more entertaining, at least the drama surrounding her. It's always the drama surrounding her that is more entertaining than the actual content itself. People have been saying that it's possible that she will lose monetization because of these new YouTube rules, because of this new TOS. But Chantal says that if she is, nobody will have content because she's never going to do this for free. She did say that she was going to do other content besides eating live streams, but she has Burger King on this live stream, and that's all she has done since she has returned to Kuwait. We are more pathetic than her. She throws a shot at Just Breezing Today and talks about her parenting, saying that she would rather talk about her than spend time with her kid. Everyone is getting their karma. She's been obsessed with karma lately. She even alluded that FFG was getting her karma when her mother passed away. I mean, these are the lengths that Foodie Beauty will go. We know this. People have talked about the size of her hand being shocking, and she thinks that that is ridiculous. It's not content that's worth monetization. Is yours? At this point of the video, she begins talking about the conflict in the Middle East, and a lot of people were very shocked and offended by what she said. Now, I'm not going to repeat everything that she said verbatim, but I will just say this in regards to what happened in Israel. Chantal basically says that it's not as bad as the Western media has made it out to be, and says that we are all brainwashed by the Western media. She has completely turned her back on the West. It's not just a funny haha joke anymore. If you guys want to hear everything that she said about that situation, I will go ahead and leave a video by Marley Hendricks down below where they include everything that she said. But make no mistake, this is Salah's beliefs. She is the type of person that whenever she gets with a new man, she takes on their belief system. So you just have to wonder, like, what is her actual belief system? She doesn't have one. I just find that to be so regressive for women, just in general. When it comes to unpacking her suitcase, you know, that she took to Thailand, right? I don't think she brought too many outfits and she re-wore them a lot. She says that she looked at the stuff she needed to unpack. So I guess she didn't start to do that. She throws a shot at Gorlick Bread saying that he lives with his mom and takes her bra shopping. And she got that from Just Breezin' today. Towards the end of the live stream, Chantal does state that FFG is next to get the Just Breezin' treatment, I suppose. When that happens, she will throw a party. Because of the things that she said, Chantal has actually caused an uproar on Twitter/X, and people are calling for her to be removed. So I do know that many people reported that live stream. Maybe that's the reason that she took it down. I heard that she just tried to edit out a bit of it, but it is no longer on her channel. It'll be interesting to see what she returns with after this mess. She did take to her community tab to write this. Hey Beezers, I'm feeling under the weather still. I may have caught something while traveling, so I'm going to just rest and watch horror movies with my hubby. I wish you all a wonderful day. See you soon. Whenever Chantal seems to get herself into hot water, she disappears from YouTube. Could that be what's going on here, or is she actually sick? I mean, she could be sick. She was traveling, right? She certainly could have caught something. Who knows? All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I did want to offer my condolences to anybody who has been affected by the recent tragedy. These past couple of years, it has just been nonstop. And Chantal, I was hoping that she just wouldn't even address this situation because she has absolutely no couth when it comes to addressing any sort of serious topic. In that live stream, the vileness was just oozing out of every pore. You really have to see it to believe it. Like, it was so nasty. That's why I do wonder if there is some sort of issue in her personal life that has pushed her to this. It can't just be that she's upset with FFG and the cat situation, and all of this was drug up, of course, because of that picture that FFG posted on Twitter of BBJ. I did cut out a lot of community tab posts because she was continuing to go on about BBJ, and nobody's going to be convinced that she was a good pet owner. We saw it with our own eyes. She really should just give it up and, you know, be a good pet owner to Julia, because what's done is done. You're never getting that cat back. You're never getting Sam back. You've chosen your man, and you have to live with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right, stay safe, everyone. Bye.